of mine the other day, and he told me his credit score is going up, and he's thinking of investing in buying a house. I said, "That's awesome! Congratulations!" With my credit score, I'm thinking of investing in food stamps. Just the other day, a debt collector reached out to me in regards to a payment collection. I said, "I appreciate you calling, but I'm into collecting debt. Currently, I'm collecting empty beer bottles and marijuana ashes on my nightstand." I told him to have a good day and hung up the phone. That ties into a very important thing I look for when it comes down to a relationship: co-signing, because the only credit that I can account for is a few chips left on my power card at a Dave & Buster's. So growing up, overall, I had a pretty good childhood. I was always sort of more of an introvert. I had a few friends, and I spent a lot of time playing with my toys and games, but I just sort of felt comfortable with myself. One of my favorite games growing up was the elephant game. It was basically like this blue plastic elephant that connected its mouth to this long trunk tunnel, and it shot air up out of it. And the bottom of the tunnel, you insert these little plastic butterflies that would shoot up out of the tunnel, and you would try to catch as many as you could with a net. So right around puberty, I decided to remove the tunnel connected to my elephant. Oddly enough, it had suction, it would still be shooting air out of it, and I flipped the switch on my elephant, and I was assisted my first blowjob by Hasbro. My mother was constantly having to change the batteries. So after growing a little, finishing my abuse on the animal kingdom, my parents got me my very first Dirt Devil. Man, that Hoover worked me good. So, hey Sean. So people tend to stare a lot at me publicly, especially while I'm working out of the gym. It can be extremely uncomfortable, and it doesn't help that I have horrible anxiety. It's probably just all in my head, or the fact that I double up on my pre-workout serving size. Pre-workout, in case you guys didn't know, it's basically a powder that you mix with water. It sort of just jacks you up to want to lift weights or be physically active. It's like legal meth minus the tooth decay. I take a brand called No Explode, which is false advertisement because I end up shitting myself to death unless I make it to the bathroom in time. But this stuff works. It really jacks you up, makes you want to lift weights. It does have side effects. For me, I can get extreme high out of it, or I can be enraged to everyone around me. It also doesn't help that my gym attire usually consists of wearing a Freddy or a Jason Voorhees shirt, so when I show up at the gym, I got a few things going for me. I'm tall, I'm scrawny, I'm twitching off powder supplements, I'm extremely awkward publicly, and I'm wearing a steroid color shirt, and the biggest one is I'm white. I pretty much fit the description of all the mass shootings you see on the news. So I noticed this guy was staring at me this one time when I was working out. So after, cracked out a little for a second, I calmed myself down, I cut my hands together, and I said, "Can I help you find something?" It just made matters worse. I feel like an optometrist. I'm just going to start carrying around an eye chart, and the next time somebody stares at me, I'm just going to slowly pull it out of my back pocket, hold it up, and say, "Can you read line 5 for me?" Oh man, so I've been in a relationship for a while now. Her name is Elijah. I think she's over there. We've been trying to have kids, but no luck yet, and that's actually a dude if you see him. I'm gay, so I'm one of the very few homosexuals that eats at Chick-fil-A, so. A while back, they were donating money to anti-gay organizations, and they were pissing off the LGBT community, and oddly enough, I was like, it just really isn't my business, so I just sort of kept to myself, but I don't know, I guess I'd suppose I would change my views if I was to start getting encrypted messages personally directed towards me, like "We hate fags" engraved in my order of waffle fries, and I'd probably take my business elsewhere. So for work, I actually manage maintenance at a Planet Fitness. I really hate how my day becomes extra when corporate's in town. They'll send us out cleaning useless shit, like scrubbing a trash can. I'm like, it's a trash can, isn't it supposed to be filthy? I also don't appreciate how my job puts me, the only gay employee, to go send out on a crowded gym floor to oil up all the machine rods. Oh man, being gay, us gay guys, we gotta be strict when it comes down to food choices. You guys have it easy. You can take your girl out to a nice Spanish or Caribbean restaurant, allow her to order whatever her heart desires off the menu, and not worry about the consequences later in the bedroom. Not us. We gotta monitor our days. We can't take them any place offering anything spicy, greasy, or loaded with cheese. It all leads to disaster for intercourse later in the day.